Yo, how's it going, everybody? Hope y'all are doing great. Hope you had a good weekend. I sure did. See, we got people in the chat already. That's awesome. Rap in there first. Appreciate it, brother. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Becky in there too. Crooked Orchids. Hello, hello, hello. Becky says, I'm trying to move my cat out of my spot. They have a way of doing that, you know? Kid, as soon as you move even a little bit, the cat just slides right in. We got an interesting topic today. Something I was not really aware of the depth of till I saw a video about it recently, so we'll talk about that. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Kind of warmed up where I am, so it's been kind of nice, you know? Enjoying a little unseasonable warmth. It's been over 50 degrees, which is just absolute you know, tropical weather for Ohio this time of year, so hopefully you guys, wherever you're at, you are also getting some of that warmth that comes, you know, usually comes with rain this time of year, but what are we gonna do, right? I'd rather have warm rain than a cold snow, personally. KO says they look at you with the side eye. Yeah, that's right. Becky says she got up to get water and came back and the cat's in her spot. That's right. They know where the warm seat is. All right. Oh, Scarf Mommy, hello, hello. Sorry, I had to take a quick drink there. Just getting home from work, so we're running a little late today, but yeah, I thought we could talk about this insane Hello Kitty reseller drama that is ongoing mostly at this one specific area of California, this one Marshall's store, but now it's starting to take over. It's starting to spread, you know, and I don't know if that's good. I don't know if it's a good thing. I feel like I don't know. We'll get into it. But the channel that tipped me off to this, we'll play a little bit of her video in a minute. And I think you guys probably would like her channel a lot if you like what I talk about. She actually has covered some of the same topics as me. She's more like on top of things. Like, she's got her finger on the pulse of this like weird stuff, and she is a really good presenter. So we'll watch a little bit of her video. Meech in the house, what's up? So first we'll start out with this article, okay? And this woman here is alleging that the Marshall's employees are holding back merchandise that as it comes in, rather than putting it on the shelf, and they set it aside for themselves in the back, which apparently is a thing that like, it's like a perk of working at Marshall's, I guess, that you get early access to these items. So before they get restocked, you can, if you want, you know, to grab a you know, candle holder or wall clock or whatever thing, home decoration type of thing. You know. So this woman is upset because she is looking for a certain Hello Kitty blanket. Okay, and this blanket, man, it is it's it is quite a cultural phenomenon. It's absolutely insane. Becky says, yep, I can see them doing this. Yeah, for sure. You know, I feel like the people who work at Marshall's, it's like a certain, you know, type of person, and they're working there because they're into, you know, they're into the lifestyle of Marshalls and Home Goods, TJ Maxx. Now, this lady's I don't know if I'm gonna play her TikTok, but KO says, is this Beanie Baby times like at McDonald's? Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. The Beanie Babies, that was a wild thing. People were obsessed with those. It was absolutely mental. Becky says, my mother-in-law used to do this at Hills back in the day. Okay. So her caption here, if you can't read it, says, I don't know, it's kind of cut off. Employees told me that I cannot buy Hello Kitty blankets today because it's policy, and I'm literally buying them for Christmas for myself, granddaughter, and daughter. Watch video, please. Before this, I was cornered in an aisle by 2 young employees. Okay. This is pretty dramatic already. It's out of control. Ooh, KO, that sounds delicious. Having some Indian food for dinner. That sounds good. All right. I haven't eaten yet, so we'll see how long I make it here before I start to feel weak. But yeah, so this is the allegation. That the employees are hoarding these Hello Kitty items. And now, one quick thing before we get into this article. I feel like it's interesting that right on the front of her TikTok, before you even play it, her little caption she has on there, I'm literally buying these for myself, my granddaughter, and my daughter for Christmas. Now, in my mind, there would be absolutely zero reason to mention that unless there was some sort of allegations of her being a reseller, okay? Because these, as you'll find out, these Marshalls employees also are not a fan of the resellers. They make their life just as hard as possible. And some employees are even colluding with the resellers. So if they're not resellers themselves, they're teaming up with these resellers. They hold stuff in the back for the resellers. They hold it for themselves to resell. It is wild. I gotta change this light real quick. I changed it to yellow and it looks really kind of weird on my face. Crooked Orchid says, who wants Hello Kitty? Yeah, I mean, grown adults are participating in this craze, and it is it's a little much, I feel like. Oh, Oh, okay, wrong color. Oh, that's better. Yay. Okay. All right. Now it's fixed. Sorry about that. It's like my face is looking all like yellow. KO says hazardous. That's right. It's hazardous. It's hazardous to shop at Marshall's, apparently.
We're considered a hazardous building.
Marshall's is a hazardous building, especially this one particular Marshall's that we're going to learn about in California. So this lady here, obviously, if you are a legitimate fan of this Hello Kitty stuff, or your child is, you know, I feel for your situation, because it is so difficult to just buy these, like, trivial items. Like, we're talking about a blanket, okay? We're talking about a ceramic piggy bank. Really, like, not expensive items. They're $30 or less, okay? The blankets are I believe $29.99. And they resell for quite a bit more, as we will also see in a little bit. But so the article refers to her as TikTok user and Hello Kitty collector Bianca of Slay Beauty by Bianca, which I assume is her TikTok account. She discovered 3 Hello Kitty blankets at her local Marshall's. And she planned to give, you know, one to her daughter and granddaughter, keep one for herself. But upon trying to buy the blankets, she was told that she could not. In a follow-up video, she films her interaction with employees at the store, who tell her that she is limited to just one blanket. Now, I actually am... Oh, thank you for the hearts. Appreciate that. I am in favor, okay, of this limiting. Buying one blanket per customer when the stores only get 2 or 3 of these blankets total. Like, that's it. So for one customer to come in and be able to buy all 3, even if she actually is giving them as gifts and not reselling them online, which jury's still out on that one. But even if she's giving them as gifts, it's a little bit much, in my opinion, to ask to be able to buy out the entire store's stock of this. You know, this is a sought-after item at a giving time of the year, you know? And we need to also consider that others want to give this item as well, because it is really cool to receive a rare gift, a thing that's hard to locate, that's hard to find. Last year, my brother got me this delicious bottle of rare bourbon that I would never have been able to, like, you can't buy it. You can't, like, each store only gets a few, so it's just kind of luck of the draw. And mine actually came from, like, Colorado or something. He got it from, like, a buyer, which is insane. Like, that we can do a different deep dive video about the bourbon buyers, because those dudes are equally out of control like the Hello Kitty people. Meech says people are weird AF about this shit. Yes, exactly, man. It's wild. So this lady is really fired up that she can't buy the 3 blankets, because she says, well, I've seen other people buy more than one blanket, and in my experience, this hasn't been a previous policy of the store. Again, how do you know that this is not a previous, that this is a new policy if you haven't in the past purchased several of these items? Which is another thing that kind of makes me think she's a secret reseller, okay? uh, Nugget Man says, yeah. Reminds me of the Crown Royal Blackberry. Huh. You know, it's funny you should say that. Hang on just a second. Okay, I didn't have my mic on. I actually did find one. Becky actually tipped me off that it was going to be available in stores, and I went to buy it, and the place that I went to had 4 cases, and they had only sold 1 bottle so far. So people did not realize the rarity of that liquor. But man, it tasted so good. I really, really liked it. Meech says these resale platforms have an inflated sense of worth on things that are almost worthless. That is a great point. That is a great point you're making for me. I have so much to show you. It gets way worse. I want to see, KO says, I want to see an episode of Drew drinking some sippy sips. Okay, how about on Friday we'll do that. I should be done, I might actually be done working for the year after this week. So, yeah, I will, I'll set that up for Friday. I'll have an old fashioned or something. Scarf Mommy says, Meech, reminds me of the Cabbage Patch doll craze in the 80s. It's been like this for decades. Yeah, it's always something, you know? If it's not one thing, it's another. It was the Cabbage Patch dolls, the Beanie Babies. I mean, so many things were just huge trends. Like the starter jackets, you know, but those weren't as rare. Like they made enough of them, you know, where there was a supply where you could get the one you wanted. The other big ones, Furby and Tickle Me Elmo. Yes, I remember those. Furby was huge, man. People were fighting over those Elmos. It was absolutely nuts. Like it was a funny juxtaposition because you have this madness going on about a toy, and then you have that compared to the message of Sesame Street, you know, about sharing and friendship and being gracious for others, you know. It's absolutely wild. Becky says, I have about a half bottle left. Someone got me another bottle. Yeah, you know what? That stuff, that blackberry, you put I make those big giant ice cubes, you know, the bourbon ice cubes, but pour that over ice with a little bit of lemonade is absolutely delicious. It's really good summer drink, you know. I'm kind of I've transitioned to the old-fashioned time of year. That's how you warm up. You know what I'm saying? KO says congratulations. Oh, thank you, Meech. Thank you, KO. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm working on a job I absolutely love right now. I'm having so much fun, so it's like the perfect like end of the year thing, and it's going great. Did your parents run all over town to get you Care Bears too? See, Care Bears. See, that was the thing. Just another huge just cultural phenomenon, like, and I'm sure there's people still into that stuff, you know. KO says, what's the Arnold movie about the toy? Oh, it's is it Jingle All the Way? I think it's Jingle All the Way. Let me check. I just watched a I just watched a guy do a video review of the of that movie because I had never seen Jingle all the way. So I just kind of got a run through of the plot. And yes, it's exactly like that. It is exactly like that. Maybe more violent, actually. Uh-oh. One year I got them and my little sister didn't. That was a Christmas meltdown. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would be rough. The Care Bears were quite a thing back then. Yes, this is that job. Scarf Mommy. So yes, I'm so happy. I'm having a great time doing it too. It's a cool one. Oh, thanks, Meech. I appreciate that. Jelly says Jingle all the way. Okay, yes. Okay, I did get it right. They made that action figure too a few years back. Oh. Yes, it is Jingle all the way. Which, if you haven't seen it, is about a toy called Turbo Man. And everyone wants the Turbo Man action figure, and his son, of course, wants it for Christmas. And you know, TLDR, if you haven't. Oh, Tessa, hey, thank you for coming. Good to see you. Hope you had a good weekend. But yeah, so it was kind of the same thing. Like his son wanted this really highly sought after toy, and there just were not. It was really hard to find them. So the whole movie's about him trying to find this toy. But yeah, so back to this lady here. Where is she at? Okay. So this lady says two employees accused her of taking the blankets out of the stockroom, which she denied. But what happened? Okay. That was weird. Hopefully you guys can still see, and my thing just like went crazy right there. Okay. KO says camera's right. Hopefully, is everything working okay? Somebody let me know. I don't know what happened there. I think we just had like an internet hiccup. It's dark right now. Ooh. That's not good. You have a black screen. Can you see me right now? That's strange. We can see you, but not the computer screen. Oh, okay. Okay. It's back. Okay. Yay. All right. Let's see if we can play this video here real quick. I don't know what happened there. Sorry about that. All right. I'm glad it's working. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what happened there. It's like I can't see my feedback, so I don't know what's going out right now. I don't know what happened there, but okay. Anyways, as long as you guys can see it, that's good. So she has some music on her video, the Titanic on the recorder. Okay, now this is a lady who is famous in this Hello Kitty thing. Okay, this is Hallow Kitty is what she's known as, and she is she is a piece of work, man. So a lot of people are going to this particular Marshalls in Redlands, California. And, oh, Meech says the computer screen was black for a second, but you're all good. Okay, good. Yeah, it just, everything went black for me, and now well, whatever. Anyways, it's all good. So there's this Marshalls in Redlands, California. Redlands. And this lady has become famous. Here she is with her associates conspiring. So what she will do is she will show up at the, yes, KO, Hallow Kitty is what her name is. And she is a very famous reseller. And she shows up to this same Marshalls in Redlands, California every day before open. And she puts her Stanley Cup in front of the door. Like she's like on Black Friday, you know, when you line up at the front door of a store, and she puts her cup there to let everyone know that she's in line, and then she goes and like sits in her car or whatever until the store opens. So then once the store is open, she sits in there all day long with her associate. And what they do is they just wait for the Marshalls employees to put the Hello Kitty stuff out on the shelf, and then they buy all of it immediately. So, CB, what's up? How's it going? Good to see you. I hope you had a good weekend. Man, we got everybody in here today. That's great. So she's trying to, muscle in on this Hello Kitty stuff, and she literally will wait all day. I'm telling you, 9 to 5, she is there with her friend, and they take turns. One sits down and the other one cruises the store. Then that one will sit down and the other one will cruise the store. And she has become like a whole phenomenon. Like this Marshalls Redlands, a lot of people are going there just to see if she's there or not. And so this lady is showing that she got the blanket. I don't know how. That's not one of the desirable ones, though. That's the thing. The I don't know what makes the ones special over other ones, but oh yeah, okay, so this, they found her at another, I don't know why it won't scroll up for me right now, but they found her at a new Marshalls because this place has been, the spot has been blown up, you know? So she is just lurking and causing nothing but trouble. Here's the manager. And apparently these managers are colluding with the resellers in a lot of these stores. So, CB says, just got done with wrapping all of my gifts. Okay, great. That's awesome. That's a good feeling to be done shopping like this early. That's great. Meech says, nice, I love wrapping. CB says, I hate it. I just throw everything in a bag. Okay, that's what I do too. Gift bag all the way. I got so much tissue paper. If I'm wrapping a present, somebody has to do it for me. I'm absolutely terrible at it. And my nieces and nephews know when I've wrapped a thing because it's obvious. KO says, isn't Marshall's like the cast-offs of other discount stores? Why is Hello Kitty so valuable they aren't being sold at a regular store? Okay, these items are only being sold at Marshall's for some reason, okay? And there's a lot of different ones, but yeah, the okay, so this that's funny. Okay, chismosa metiche means like a nosy gossiper in Spanish, okay? So this lady heard about the Hello Kitty lady, and she wanted to go to the Marshalls in Redlands. And I guess she was able to find some Hello Kitty stuff at the store. And because, the reason that is because this lady has moved locations after her spot got blown up. But yeah, clearly there's some sort of weirdness going on with this. I am not sure why, but if you want to watch a full breakdown of this, a great source is Kiki Chanel on YouTube. She has a video called The Worst Marshalls in America where she talks about this Redlands Marshalls, and oh my gosh, the ads are just okay. So I thought this part would give you a little taste of kind of the vitriol that we're dealing with these shoppers. KO says true irregulars. That's right. CB says straight up F Marshalls. I'm good on this lunacy. Oh my gosh, yes. It is absolutely nuts. Here, let me pause my music here so we can hear this.
I said I am going. There's probably salt and pepper too. I gotta go over there. I need to get a cart somehow. I mean, you know, I'm just...
So she's decided that she likes the salt and pepper shaker or whatever the thing is, and she wants to go get a cart so that she doesn't have to carry all of these breakable items through the store, okay?
Ask someone. Maybe I should just ask. Okay, hold on.
The Hello Kitty ceramics, guys, I don't know what it is. There's something about the Hello Kitty ceramics that possesses people.
Yes, it absolutely does. And wait till you see the insane eBay ads I'm about to show you. Absolutely nuts about this stuff, okay?
To act wild, okay?
Do not. Hello.
You just get a witch.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I was literally just grabbing that, but I just don't have a cart, so I was just waiting. Sorry, I'm literally grabbing these. I'm trying to grab these right now.
I appreciate that, but you don't have a cart.
I appreciate that, but you don't have a cart.
Either, so.
I am okay.
I appreciate that.
I love how heated these people get. Like it is out of control. She's got this other one in the beginning where they they bust into a store and the resellers are like furiously grabbing for stuff, and then the whole display basically gets knocked over.
People to do things that are actually clinically insane. If you don't believe me about the Hello Kitty craze, I wanted to show you a couple videos because, you know, when I say, oh, things are getting really crazy at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods, right? Like, I don't think you really truly understand until you start watching some of the videos.
They're sprinting. Keep in mind, The thing we're trying to get here is ceramics, okay? They're breakable.
Now no one gets it. Oh my gosh.
So basically, what people are doing is they're lining up before the store opens, and they're rushing for the Hello Kitty ceramics. So they were both fighting over it, and
also the other thing too is this particular blanket, okay? And a lot of people got hip to this reselling thing, and they started to kind of challenge this lady at the Marshalls and Redlands, and because she had a collusion going on with the employees, and people were getting upset because they want to get, you know, whatever. If your kid likes Hello Kitty and you want to like legitimately buy one thing, it's Meech says consumerism is so weird. Yeah, it really is. It really is. CB says, what grown woman is decorating her house with Hello Kitty items? Right? Like the one lady in the first article who said she's getting one for her daughter, and her granddaughter. Granddaughter, fine. Granddaughter can like Hello Kitty. But you're telling me you need to buy 3 blankets so that you and another grown woman can have a Hello Kitty throw blanket. I mean, you know, to me, it just doesn't seem like it would match the aesthetic of a lot of modern decorating styles, but I'm not an expert. KO says that's some thug life right there. Won't it be back tomorrow? That's the thing. There's a very limited number of these items, so they are pretty crazy about it. CB says, ma'am, get your ass out of Marshalls and go to a Pottery Barn or Restoration Hardware for your home goods like the rest of us grown women. Now, I don't want to hate on Marshalls because I feel like it's a good place to go, and they have, you know, nice discounted home goods that people can, you know, like the name of their other store, I guess, that maybe you could decorate your house on a budget if you're not trying to spend a lot of money on decorations. I totally get that. Also, like this time of year, trying to get Christmas stuff, you know, makes sense to me. But KO says, that just adds to the value. I would take a broken Hello Kitty to fix and make art over anything. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, you know? It's really, none of these people are enjoying the item that they're even buying. Like, it'd be one thing if you have, like, a crazy, like, obsession with a thing and you really like this thing and you would actually enjoy owning it, then the search for a rare item can be fun. You know, it can be fun to go out and find a thing that you know that not a lot of people have, and you can enjoy it. But these people aren't doing that. They're not doing that. They're selling it for a lot of money. Meech says, I guess I'm confused. Isn't Marshall's already its own discount store? Like, don't they buy overstock from manufacturers? So how are these things in demand? Make it make sense. Meech says, or CB says, it does not make sense. Yes. Okay. So, first part, yes, it is a discount store. They buy, they as a company do large buys of like backstock, overstock items, and then they spread that out amongst all the locations. But they do sell some new products, and I guess the Hello Kitty is like a thing for them. And to me, if you're Hello Kitty, if these blankets are so popular, make more. They're $29. Just make more blankets. It's very simple. Like we could have this all ironed out really quick, and they're just not doing it. I don't understand. I think this is the other video I wanted to show. Oh my goodness. These ads are absolutely killing me right now. I gotta put my YouTube Premium on this YouTube channel as well, apparently. But okay, here we go.
I have legit seen her eating food that the other ladies have delivered to her. She's always on the phone talking so loudly while seated in random places throughout the store.
Okay, so she's reading these people are talking about the Hello Kitty lady. So if you want to hear a full breakdown of the Hello Kitty lady, I really encourage you to watch Kiki's video, because it's really funny. She's a great presenter. But I think it's this.
Okay, there's been multiple videos, and I think this one got deleted, where she's pushing and shoving people, like multiple reports. So Hello Kitty spoke out.
Kitty lady is saying that is not true. She said she was already there. She didn't cut anyone. This was in the morning prior to that last video that I had posted of the whole drama. This is what she had to say about that video going around.
There's a different video on somebody else's different account on TikTok, and like when I say there's blood in the water, shark circle.
Her face tells it all, because it's just like, this is so insane.
There's blood in the water, sharks. Wait, we were talking, hold on a minute. Wait, are we talking about warfare, or are we talking?
There's blood in the water, guys. Things are getting deadly at the Marshall's Redlands.
Talking about Hello Kitty. Standing outside of Marshall's for Hello Kitty. Stop.
She's claiming that I cut her in line with my basket, or I cut her in line, or I pushed her with my basket. We were already there. Their patrons were already there as well. From the moment she knew who I was, because from the moment
She's a celebrity, guys. Everybody knows who she is. And honestly, to be fair, in that area, she kind of is. Like, everybody knows who she is. Not for good reasons, but everybody knows who she is.
was walking up to the door to get in line, she was already on her phone doing her thing with her pictures, her videos, texting, whatever the case is. So I was off to the side, and I saw her doing all that.
If someone is on their phone, then they aren't allowed to buy Hello Kitty stuff, you know? You gotta be in it. You gotta be in the game.
Almost time to go in. I went, put the rest of my stuff in my basket to get ready. I didn't even go.
Look at all the Hello Kitty stuff in the background. This
I
is
know,
so-
it's crazy.
First. Like, I went in like third or fourth.
Can you imagine? These people's, like, houses must look absolutely insane. Like, how... I mean, the colors that are involved with Hello Kitty stuff, like, what kind of decorating style are you... Yes, Beach says, can we talk about this Hello Kitty room? Yes, it's absolutely insane. And they, these resellers just have tons and tons of it. They have, their whole garage is filled with it. Their whole basement is filled with it. It's mental.
Fourth maybe. So that never happened. She was the one that was already Twitter fingers taking the picture. She was already going to spin her narrative on it.
Okay, trying to spin her narrative. Okay. CB says, is this woman 7 years old? We're only scratching the surface. This lady is absolutely, I mean, obsessed with the Hello Kitty stuff. Now, I see right there, it says Mama Chismosa. That means, gossip mama, gossip queen, gossip mama, something like that.
So there's no truth to that. I didn't do that to her.
Somebody said the Hello Kitty stuff in the background was all I needed to hear. Somebody else commented, of course she's going to deny it, LOL. Many people have the same story about her. I can't stand liars. Yeah, that's the thing, is there's so many stories of her like threatening violence upon other people, threatening to call the cops, reports that she's pushing and shoving.
All of these things are on video too, okay? Oh, I didn't even click back. Yes, all of these things are on video too. So she is brazen, to say the least. CB says that is the only scenario where Hello Kitty decor is appropriate, right? I mean, and she's like not, she's not like a, she's not in the demographic, I feel like, to have grown up with Hello Kitty. And people, I think, called her out because she used to resell this thing that, oh man, you guys probably know what it is. Ray Dunn? Is that it? Ray Dunn? Oh, Pat Wooey, what's up, brother? Thank you for joining. Let me see. I think it's Ray Dunn. Like that? Yeah. So like stuff like this. So yeah, now all my Amazon mentions are gonna be full of that stupid stuff. But I guess this lady used to resell she used to resell the Ray Dunn mugs and stuff before she before she switched over to the Hello Kitty stuff. I don't, still just don't get it, but but yeah, so this lady, where's the other video? Okay. Oh my god. I have to get rid of these ads. This is so stupid. Yes. So yeah, but this is like an ad for YouTube Premium. Get that thing. CB says, to be fair, my cousin-in-law is a 40-year-old Haitian woman obsessed with Hello Kitty. Okay, I mean, they are out there, and if you yourself enjoy the products and want to buy them for yourself for your own enjoyment, absolutely zero problem with that. Love it, actually. That's, you know, live your life. But if you're reselling all of this stuff, what is the point? Why are you living this life? You know? Meech says Hello Kitty's cute and all, but Jesus, this woman isn't even doing anything with half of this trash. Exactly. It's just sitting on a shelf. Exactly. And you know what? If you enjoy it and you get enjoyment out of having the Hello Kitty thing on your shelf, cool. But that is not why she's buying this stuff. She's buying it. She's buying it so that she can resell these blankets, okay? And let's just take a look really quick at the blankets. Where? Okay. These puppies go for $200 on eBay, okay? So this is why everyone is so wild about them, because they cost $29.99. Louie says, I'm waiting for all these kids to go home so I can put the gym back together. That's right. Scarf Mommy says, remember the episode of The Office where Dwight bought all the Princess Unicorn dolls? Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. That was so funny. Yes, it is. It is exactly like that. In fact, where okay, so here's one for $125. Here's one for $64. Oh, here's the Halloween plush blanket, guys. If you missed out on it, you can pick this twin size up. It's a twin size, guys, for 250 American dollars. That's absolutely nuts when this thing's MSRP is $29.99. Get out of town. I wouldn't use that blanket if you gave me $200, CB says. Becky says there's no blanket worth all that. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. Tess says it's not even a very cute Hello Kitty blanket, right? Like, there's the Halloween one, I guess, is cute. But it's not even like pink or anything, and isn't that kind of what you want when you're looking at the Hello Kitty stuff? Is like you want this like pink, you know? And see, here's a person with the same Halloween blanket. Oh no, this is the candy corn edition, and it's only $33.99. So she's only marking it up a few bucks. That's okay with me. But why? Why are you doing this? Why are you buying this stuff? I don't get this. Like, I feel like resellers are ruining a lot of things. And it's not just Hello Kitty. You know, all these collectibles are just out of control. And people who actually want to enjoy them, buy them for their kid, can't, because a 60-some-year-old woman is literally fighting them for it. Like, that's crazy to me. Good Lord learned how to sew. That's right. Buy some fabric for $20 and make your own. I don't know. Maybe they do sell. Oh, Meech says Joanne sells Hello Kitty fabric. See? What are we doing? What are we doing? Tess says they are fat, lazy old ladies. Shots fired. That's right. I think we know that she's not gonna be doing anything creative or actually, you know, making an item herself to sell. This is strictly a reselling thing. And the fact that her and her friend can sit at this store all day long from 9 to 5 every day tells you they're making a lot of money doing this. Would you be my human blanket for $200? Hey, you know what? I don't think it would cost that much, actually. Oh, that's funny. Yes. I would be a very heavily weighted blanket, maybe too heavily weighted, you know? CB recommends the Barabee weighted blanket, and call it a day. That's right. Tessa says too much work for them. And it's so sad to me that this is what it comes down to. Let's see if we can get this to play without terrifying ad jumping in.
If you've been inside of a Marshalls or a Home Goods, whatever, TJ Maxx, you know that they have very limited stock. So if you buy, let's say, all the Hello Kitty blankets, like, you're wiping out the entire store. If you even buy like 2, you're pretty much wiping out the entire store. Like, they'll get 2 or 3 of something, that's it.
One of those.
Very limited inventory.
Okay. So this is kind of what we were talking about earlier with the lady who wanted to buy 3 blankets and this was upset and made a whole TikTok because the staff wouldn't allow her to purchase 3 blankets. Oh my god. CB says I'll go 300. That's funny. The bidding war begins. That's right. Hey, I accept crisp hundos. That's funny. That's right. Right from the casino. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I saw your picture from the slots, man. That's crazy. I didn't realize people actually it's possible to like win money at the slots because I've never seen it or done it. I always kind of thought that was like you know, the thing to do when you're killing time at the casino, but I don't know. Apparently, if you have the luck, you can win. But yes, so
Gray ones at home. There's one to go. These Hello Kitty things. Here we
what
go.
was it?
Stock. So if you buy, let's say, all the Hello Kitty blankets, like, you're wiping out the entire store. If you even buy like 2, you're pretty much wiping out the entire store. Like, they'll get 2 or 3 of something, that's it.
One of those.
Very limited inventory.
The gray ones at home. There's one to go. These Hello Kitty things.
The gray ones at
Hello
home.
Kitty haters. You think I care? No. Bruh, being greedy. How am I being greedy if other people are claiming them? Shut up. Honestly, just shut up. Bruh.
How am I being greedy? Well, I mean, you kind of answered your own question there.
Shut the hell up, honestly. FF is 15.
Okay, here it comes. The caption says, long story short, one of the teen girls called the lady out in the purple because she had 3 blankets, and the lady in the purple got mad and defended herself, okay? So, well, check out this insanity right here.
I'm not with her. I don't know her. Long story short, one of the teen girls called the lady out in the
Oh,
purple
she was,
because
I
had 3
didn't realize
blankets,
she
and
was
the
about
lady
to
in the
read
purple
it,
got
sorry.
mad and defended herself.
I don't even know her. Somehow everybody knew they were coming here today, huh?
Show me where.
Oh, boy.
Show me where I'm reselling.
Okay?
Show me where
Don't
I'm
lie
reselling.
and say,
Show me
okay?
where. Show
I'm
me
tired
where.
of you.
Show me where. Show me where.
Move.
Oh.
Don't push me. Don't push me.
Stop.
See, these are resellers fighting about reselling. You know, one reseller is mad at the other reseller because they can't. I don't get it. Like, how are you gonna be mad at one person for being a reseller when you are also a reseller?
Don't push me. I don't know how
And then you're gonna push somebody? Like, Lord have mercy.
happened to you. I have water. I recorded you.
Pushing over a Hello Kitty blanket. We can't be serious. It says cops were called, she was banned, and they didn't let her buy the blanket.
See? Justice. Okay? This is the kind of justice I can get behind. The cops were called and she was banned from the store for pushing over a Hello Kitty blanket, people. Even if you can buy it for $30 and sell it online for $200, why are you pushing people? Why is this worth the trouble? I don't understand this at all. Like, I just don't get it. That's right, Meech. Marshall's justice. And you get this weird Jerry Springer stuff. Yes, exactly. How about they do their trash business without a video? They wouldn't get caught. They could sell. See, yes, it, and that's how the famous Hallow Kitty of the Marshalls in Redlands, California used to do. She was real covert about her online store. So Meech says these resale platforms were intended to reduce waste, and they are the opposite. Exactly. CB says people at Marshalls be doing too much. That's right, man. It's crazy. Like you're getting physical with someone over a blanket that costs $29. Like I can't. I can't with these. So so if you guys want to check out more, you can see here on TikTok there's just like tons and tons. All these people are going to this particular Marshalls because they want to they want to get in on the action, or maybe because they want to see this lady. Because a lot of these people filming are trying to see the lady, you know. But also just like scrolling through these, I realized like how many of these resellers there actually are. Like, so there's so many of these people, and they all have TikTok accounts. They're all on Instagram. They're all doing just insane stuff. Let's see what the comments said on her video. What's crazy is there's literally Hello Kitty everywhere. They collab with brands all the time. See, but it's not that same one. It's not that blanket. Anyone who pays $300 for a tacky polyester blanket has lost their mind. I agree. I agree. Meech says, what city is this? It is Redlands, California. So if you just search Marshalls Redlands, all of this insanity will pop up, and you can check it out for yourself. I really encourage you to check out Kiki's video about it. I don't want to play too much and get like a copyright claim, but she breaks down the whole thing, and it is so funny. But yeah, I don't get this. Like, what are we doing this for? Like, if you want to buy your kid a Christmas present and your kid is legit interested in this stuff, awesome. You know, get it. You absolutely should. And you know what? If you have 2 kids, you should know that you're gonna have a hard time finding 2 of these items, and you're gonna have a hard time finding 2 of these items in one store. So to go to one store and try and buy out the whole stock of the entire store it just ruins the whole spirit of gift giving in the first place, because it's not about that, you know. It's about, you know, your kid. I'm sure, you know, the right toy is gonna, you know, make their whole Christmas, but if they don't get the Hello Kitty throw blanket, it's not the end of the world. And they'll be just as wound up about whatever the next thing is, because like we were talking about in the beginning, all of these things, the Furbies, the Care Bears, yo-yos, Beanie Babies, Tamagotchis, all of that stuff, it's just stuff. And now that it's decades later, like, aside from, you know, weirdos, who who has Beanie Babies anymore? You know? You have one or two maybe in your house, but do you have a Beanie Baby room? No. No. And would you pay hundreds of dollars for a Beanie Baby today? Probably not. I mean, maybe there are some rare ones, whatever, but they always told us, KO says Pokemon cards. That's right. They always told us, oh, well, you know, you got to hold on to your Beanie Babies because they're going to be worth a bunch of money. The Pokemon cards were the opposite. Everyone thought they weren't worth anything, and now they're worth thousands. It's the Pokemon cards are another thing that's absolutely out of control, and there's a huge scam around that. We can talk about that too. B2 really goes in on those Beanie Babies. I know, they have to, they must have like a vault somewhere where they're storing these, because how would you, they have to be, you know, in a climate controlled environment. You got all these things, I don't know if they're in your house or if you keep them in a storage unit or what. Like, that's just, it's so weird to me. Meech says they've never seen the show, but they love playing the card game. That is wild. That's wild that they've never seen it, but they still want to play. But I guess if your friends are playing, you know, and that's the cool thing, then get it. And like these YouTubers that have these big channels that kids watch, like 12-year-old kids watch, like Logan Paul open, you know, Pokemon card packs, because, you know, if you get a high quality example of one, it can be worth thousands and thousands of dollars, some hundreds of thousands. It's absolutely nuts. And they've got this racket going on with a company called PSA. And what they do is they grade the cards on their condition. So in order to sell these rare Pokemon cards, PSA, you send your pack of cards or whatever to them, and then they grade it based on what condition it's in, which is crazy to me because most of these cards are brand new coming out of the package. So like everything's an 8, 9, or a 10 or whatever. And they like nitpick on the stupidest stuff to try and like buy the cards from people. But there's a whole conspiracy with the resellers of those cards and PSA, because the grading company basically kind of can finesse the value of a card for certain people, and they can kind of influence the market in a certain way and make some things more valuable than others. So there's a lot of kind of shady stuff that, you know, may or may not be going on in the background with the Pokemon card thing. Yeah, exactly. They don't do anything. You just look at them. The Beanie Babies, I still don't understand that. KO says, Meech, I can send you some Pokemon cards. Be careful. Be careful with that. If you have Pokemon cards, I mean, put them in a safe deposit box or something. Somebody will rob you for those things. Meech says you don't even touch them. You put them in an acrylic box. See, that's even worse. That's the Beanie Baby doesn't even get cuddled by a child. It's just put in a cold acrylic box and sits on a shelf. Like this is not the spirit of toys and gift giving here, people. That's right. You gotta catch them all. There's a Pokemon trading post near me, and they grade there and will verify whatever the scale is. Yes. See, everyone's gotten into the grading now because it's so profitable. And one thing you can do, if you think, like, if you're a card shop and you think that the person is going to sell the card to you, because of course you'll buy it as a collector. So if they think that you're going to sell it, wouldn't it be in their best interest to give you a grade of like a 5? Oh, this is just in average condition, but we'll buy it from you for, you know, $10 more than you paid for it. And then the kid's like, okay, yay. And then that kid leaves and they're like, actually, this is a 10. So they put it in a little plastic shell, and they put it in their display case for hundreds or thousands of dollars. So having a place grade your card, to me, is like a huge conflict of interest, because the same people who control the grading are also the ones who are the buyers and ultimately the largest sellers of these things. So it's like, it's such a scam. KO says, I'm sure I have something spicy in there. I just want little jelly fingers to touch them. That's so funny. See, and that's how it should be. You know, that's how it's a toy. You know, it should be played with by little jelly fingers, little sticky finger children. It's not meant for these things to just sit in plastic on a shelf. It's crazy to me. And how are you supposed to play the game, the card game, if all of your cards are in these plastic stupid things? That's right. KO says, I want them used. Yeah, I don't know anything about the Beanie Babies either, but you know what? Would be interesting to see if they are still on if they're still on eBay. Because I don't. Okay, all right. Question answered. People are still insane. If you have the Princess Diana edition Beanie Baby, you can go ahead and retire. $1 million, please. And it's not just one. I mean, 600,000, 500,000, 550,000. So you can get them for $1 million or $500,000. So I guess this this Diana one is probably the most rare of all of the Beanie Babies. But yeah, there you go. It's still going on. $250,000 to $1 million for a child's toy. So if you got one of those in your basement, you are rich, baby. Let's see. Nugget Man says, Little Nugs has so many Pokemon cards unopened, and he's still not interested. Wow. Wow. That's wild. See, Meech says, my kids walk around with a ready deck in their pocket at all times. See, that's who should have these toys, you know? Kids who are going to play with them, not adults who are going to put them in a glass case and charge $1 million. Nugget Man says, they've been banned from recess last year due to too much drama. I remember that too, because people would play for keeps or something, and would try and like, you know, win other people's cards from them, but then they would get upset if they lost, and then they lost a card and they didn't want to give it up. And oh man, yeah, that was always a battle, even back then. And with Pogs too. Pogs were the same thing. Tessa says they don't even know how to play the game. That's right. Exactly. If you don't know how to play the game, what do you have Pokemon cards for? KO says stayed and sanitized. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Why are you putting toys in a acrylic box? That's so silly. Oh, Meech says they aren't allowed to have them at school there either. Okay. Okay. CB says, I had the Princess Diana one. I gave it to my mom's dog for a chew toy when I moved. Lord have mercy, dude. Whoa. Sheesh. Well, that is an expensive chew toy at $1 million. KO says, I'm a millionaire. You have what? Dude, if you have one of those, seriously, like, I don't know, maybe you need to start an eBay account. But that's the thing too, is like, you have to like have an account on eBay for long enough that the site will actually show your ads to people, because that's the other problem with eBay when you're trying to sell something that tons of other people are also trying to sell, like that Hello Kitty junk. It's like everyone has it, you know? Like here's, you know, right under one ad, you've got all these other people that are hawking the same exact thing for $70, $50, $100, and this person's trying to sell it for $250 or whatever. Like, that's $200. It's absolutely mental. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if people are actually paying money for these things, or if these ads are just, you know, over the top and they're trying to get people to, you know, they're like, oh, I have it listed for $1 million, but I'll sell it to you for 10.5 or whatever. I don't know. KO says Pogs 1,000%. Yeah. Yep. The Garbage Pail Kids cards. Yes, I remember the Garbage Pail Kids, man. Oh, that was another obsession that happened. Meech says I couldn't even look at the Garbage Pail cards. They grossed me out. That's funny. Nugget, that's right. CB is a boss bee. It's a particular Princess Diana one that's super rare. I looked it up. It's not all of them. Okay. So there was like the mass one, and then there was like a special edition one that they made less of or whatever. So Scarf Mommy says they were gross, but they're cool. Yeah, the Garbage Pail Kids were really gross, but yeah, I remember a lot of people were into that. Beach says CB, I bet you didn't even like that dog. Aw. I hope the doggy enjoyed the Beanie Baby. Because, you know, no one else would be. Like, these toys gotta get enjoyed by somebody here. Meech says it's not worth $1 million until you find someone willing to pay that. Yes, exactly. So you could say, you know, you could put these things online for any price. It's like these guys on Craigslist who have a 30-year-old pickup truck that they're trying to sell for $25,000. Like, sir, I do not want to pay, you know, 30 grand for your 1997 F-250, but I feel like it's kind of the same idea. Like, you put the big price out there, and then you hope that that will kind of influence the negotiation towards your side a little bit. Because there's no way anyone's paying $1 million for these. Yeah, that's right. Oh, okay. KO says I have a few orchids that are worth 6. See, and that's another thing where like 600. Okay, wow. Yeah, and I can see that, and I can see paying a few $100s for a plant, honestly, because it's a lot of work, and there's rare ones out there, and it'd be cool to own that if you're into it. That's like, I feel like you're getting your money's worth out of that. But these Beanie Babies and stuff, like these Hello Kitty blankets, like this, like that one person said in the comments, this gross like rayon and polyester Hello Kitty blanket is going to be disgusting in a few years. Even if you don't use it at all and it just sits there because, why would you use the blanket as a blanket? I'm sure it sits on a shelf and it has a glass case and whatever stupid thing. But it's like, we're still talking about a $30 blanket. But CB says, y'all can check the Discord for the only Beanie Baby I have left. OKO says, Orchid Daddy paid $1,500 for one plant. See, I can see that. I can see certain, like, rare plants being expensive. Because a lot of those they grow in weird places. You got to, like, import them and transport them properly, and I don't even know what all is involved in that. But I do know that you can make some pretty good money just selling plants like that, because I know someone who has a nursery license, and it is wild what money can be made on some of these things that's just like a bush you put in front of your house. It's wild. Meech says, I got a rash just looking at the Hello Kitty blanket. Right, dude? Like, it doesn't even look like it'd be that soft. It's probably that, like, it's not even like a nice, like, brushed cotton or like a down throw or anything. It's just garbage polyester with hot pink print on it. Oh, KO says the orchid is called Tokyo White. I want to see what that looks like. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. Boom. There. This one. Wow, that is really pretty. So that one costs $1,500. Oh, that's pretty low. See, I don't know. I don't think it's unreasonable to pay a lot of money for a house plant. Tokyo White Night. Yes, that's this one here. Tokyo Night. Oh, this one might be a cross. Tokyo Night Dream. I can't even find. I don't even see one that says Tokyo White. Oh, okay, yeah. So that is the one. That's cool though. I mean, I don't know. It'd be cool to have like a rare plant or like a tropical plant or something like that, but I know I wouldn't spend a lot of money on one because I would definitely I would kill that thing. I've bought multiple orchids, cannot keep them alive, and when they are alive, they never flower. They have flowers on them when you buy them, and then just never flower ever again. Meech says that orchid sounds like it has a coke problem. That's right. Got that China white. Yes, pinky out when you say the name. That's right. That's right. Tokyo White Knight. I would be too afraid to own something that valuable, really, but that's just me. But yeah, I think these resellers, it's really out of control, and the only way to stop them is to stop paying these prices. So if you want a Hello Kitty blanket for Christmas and you're watching this, or you want to give one as a gift for Christmas, go to Marshall's, okay? Don't go to Marshall's in Redlands, California. But you can go to Marshall's, you can buy the blanket. It's commercially available for $30. There is no reason to pay $250, $300 for a thing that your kid is going to puke on and spill juice on and step on and the dog's going to lay on. Come on. Like, it's absolutely nuts, because it's not like these things are going to, really, like I was saying, they're not going to last. It's not like you can get that Hello Kitty bag dry clean, or blanket dry cleaned. There was another thing too, wanted to see that ceramic, because they go for big money too. I forgot to look at that, but these the ceramic piggy bank that is in the thumbnail is one of those things that is very highly sought after. And some of these ones from a long time ago, from the 90s, from the early 2000s, they go for more money. I guess I get that. You're calling something vintage and it's from 2002, please. No. So here is a ceramic Hello Kitty coin piggy bank, pink dress with flowers, 1976/2013, $20. That's a normal price. Don't pay $60 for these, Like, there's plenty of people that are actually selling it on eBay for a reasonable price. So if you want the Hello Kitty piggy bank, even you can get the retro 90s one for $40 still in the package, killing it. You know what I'm saying? But go to Marshall's and just pay the $9. It's insane. And if you have to go to a second Marshall's, that's part of the game. It's part of the experience of giving a gift is the process of actually locating it and purchasing it and delivering it to the person. And when we're handing resellers hundreds of dollars for a thing that we know they paid comparatively nothing for, it's just perpetuating this grossness, this gross behavior of people acting insane at Marshalls and Home Goods and pushing old women. I know, right, KO? Gosh, vintage 2002. Oh my gosh, I'm super old. If 2002 is vintage, I don't know what I am anymore. Meech says we're super vintage, well-aged. That's right. We're well-aged super vintage, like the bourbon that I'll be drinking on stream on Friday. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it for today. I thought I'd show you that. I'll add a link in the description to Kiki Chanel's video and her YouTube channel if you want to check that out. Give her a like or a follow. KO says, "Oh my gosh, Drew, that's what everyone wants. Instant gratification. They don't want to hunt anymore." And you know what? I think that if we just bring that experience back, it will fix all of this. Because when you have the hunt, that's like the story. You know, when you're sitting around Christmas Day and the person is opening the gift that you worked so hard to get them, and you can tell them this story of how you had to fight an old lady to get the Hello Kitty throw blanket for them, you know, it's part of the memory. So, you know, I don't think we can lose sight of that. That's right. Bring the hunt back, says KO. So, yeah. So that's it for today. And I will see you guys on Friday. And you guys have a great week. Peace.